Julian Hine for the Waverly Vikings. And Waverly winning the first ball game by a score of 11-9. Hastings High will need a win here to force a third and deciding game. There's a throw down to second base. And in there safely is going to be Blakely Myers. So Myers steals second base. And now Waverly has got a girl in scoring position down there. Julian Hine is at the plate here for Waverly in this first inning. Hine in the first ball game struck out a couple of times. She walked. She hit a 2-run homer in the sixth inning and had a single. Each team had 4 home runs in the first game. There's a pitch that's going to be outside for a ball. Piper Whitty, by the way, the thrower for Hastings High in this ball game. So Whitty is on the mound here. Piper, no decisions so far this year. 4.20 her earned run average as he strikes out to Julian Hine. Whitty's only thrown 6 2/3 innings for Hastings this year, giving up 9 hits and 9 runs for those earned. 6 base on balls and 1 strikeout. Coming up there next for Waverly is going to be Reagan Glassburn. She fouls away the first pitch here. Glassburn in the first ball game had a double. She flew out to center field, hit a home run, had a single and a double. She was 4 for 5 with the plate there for Waverly. Started the day with a batting average of .427. There's the pitch to her. It's going to be back out of play. So base runner is out at second base. Glassburn is at the plate. There's 1 out here for Waverly in this first inning of play. There's a pitch that's going to be outside. The ball gets away from the catcher, and the Myers heading down to third base. So Waverly has moved a player in the scoring position down there at third base. There's the ball. It's going to be popped up on the first base side. It's going to get out of play. So Reagan Glassburn is at the plate here for the Waverly Vikings, looking to win the Class B6 District Championship with a win here in this ball game. If Hastings wins, we'll play game number 3 immediately following this one. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. So Glassburn playing at the second base for Waverly here in this second ball game. Piper Woody is a thrower here for Hastings High. There's the ball. It's going to be hit to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to score a run. Coming in to score is going to be Myers. Glassburn gets an RBI single here for Waverly in this first inning, and the Vikings go out on top of Hastings now by a score of 1-0. Coming up there next is going to be Ava Tucker. Tucker will be at first base defensively. So Waverly has got the early lead here over Hastings High. This will be another 7-inning affair here today. Ava Tucker, right-handed hitter here for the Waverly Vikings. Take a pitch outside and down low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes now to Tucker. Waverly out on top here in this second ball game. It's 1-0 over Hastings. Bottom of the first. Next pitch is going to be outside and down low. 3 balls and no strikes. Runners on at first base. That's going to be a Glassburn for Waverly. Here's the next pitch by Piper Woody. That's going to be in there for a strike. 3-1 is the count now. Three balls and one strike. Woody rocks and fires. There's a pitch that's going to be fouled away. Woody, a left-handed thrower here for Hastings High. Hastings St. Cecilia playing across the way. There's a good battle with the Shadron. That game is over on Extreme Sports 2 here this afternoon. There's a big swing and a miss there and a strikeout. Woody gets her second strikeout here. The first inning as Ava Chucker goes down. Here comes Tenley Perry to the plate next. She'll be the catcher here in game number 2. Perry in the first ball game. She had one of the 4 home runs for Waverly. That was a home run in the 5th inning. Lined out in the second inning of play to the shortstop. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th and reached on a base on balls in the 6th. Waverly scoring 11 runs in that first ball game against Hastings. 11-9 was the final score. Next pitch is going to be fouled right back at us. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Waverly with a lead over Hastings here in game number 2. It's 1-0. There's a pitch by Woody. It's going to be up around the eyeballs there on Tenley Perry. And the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're listening to the B6 Softball Championship here today on Extreme Sports. Big day for us with volleyball and high school football yet to come following our coverage here from the Smith Complex. Next pitch is outside and down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes on to Perry. Haley Rucker, the left fielder, would be next. If Perry can get aboard. Piper Whitty taking some time, and now she's ready to go. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be hit out toward the right field, settling under it, and the catch is bobbled but made out there in right field for the Tigers. That's Gracie Craig in her glove. It popped out of there, and she picked it up on the rebound. It fell back down in her glove, and Perry is retired in the play out to right field. But Waverly comes up with a run, 1 run on a couple of base hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the second inning of play with a score of Waverly 1, Hastings nothing. You're listening to high school softball today on Extreme Sports.
If you are looking for screen printing or embroidery work, turn to the experts at Pro Team Design of Grand Island. They have over 19 years of experience and are locally owned. The staff at Pro Team Design can create that shirt for your special event with custom screen printing services. Or get some custom embroidery on your clothing, hats, bags, or other accessories. At Pro Team Design of Grand Island, you can get the uniforms for your high school or college sports teams too. Get a quote by simply going to the website at proteamdesign.com or by calling 308-203-4044. There's in-store pickup and delivery available. Pro Team Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island.
Beck's, the largest family-owned retail seed company in the United States, is dedicated to the needs and profitability of America's farmers. This is Sustainable Seed Solutions, your local Beck's dealer. Did you know that Beck's is the only company with access to every approved trait in the United States? This advantage allows us to remove the bias from sales and focus on what's best for farmers. For more information, call Ryan, Doug, or Adam at 402-751-0089 or find us at sustainableseedsolutions.com. Beck's would like to wish all area teams the best of luck this season.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
All right, we head to the second inning of play. Hastings trailing Waverly here in game number 2 today. It's 1-0. Alexis Bivens is the pitcher here for Waverly in this ball game. She's got a 6.19 earned run average. She has made 16 appearances throughout the 2025 season. Bivens has thrown 43 innings for Waverly, giving up 68 hits and 70 runs. 38 of those earned, 14 base on balls, 27 strikeouts. She was a pitcher that came on to get the final out of game number 1. Got Avery Schroeder retired to end that first ball game with the bases loaded. Hastings lost that game by a score of 11-9, so the Tigers looking to rebound here in the game number 2 to force a third and deciding game. Thompson has just walked here where Hastings High. Now she's going to be run for down there at first base. So Stella Thompson gets aboard with a walk in the second inning. Emily Kratzer is coming up there next for the Tigers. Kratzer is playing at third base for the Tigers defensively. Kratzer hit 2 home runs in the first game, 1 in the second inning to get things started for Hastings, and 1 in the 5th. Grounded out to first base in the 4th inning. Reached on a base on balls in the 7th. She was on the base paths and the ball game ended there. So Kratzer is coming back out here. She'll bat in the second inning. Kratzer started the day with a batting average of .294. Hastings High trailing in the ball game by a score of 1-0. We're in game number 2 here today. There's a pitch by Bivens into the ground toward third. They go to second base for 1. Over to first base, not in time. Kratzer gets aboard on the fielder's choice. A chop down the base runner down there at second. Ball hit right to the third baseman there for Waverly. Makes a nice play in the ball. Gives it over to second base to record the out. Coming up there next for Hastings High, Deani Ostrander. Ostrander is the left fielder here for the Tigers in this game. Fouls away the pitch here. Ostrander, a left-handed hitter. She was 2 for 4 to plate in game number 1. Had a double and a single. Flew out a couple of times in that first ball game. Ostrander up here in game number 2 for the first time. She started the day with a batting average of 118 for the Tigers. There's a pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. Winner of the B6 District Championship will qualify for the state tournament that gets underway next Wednesday here in Hastings. If the Tigers lose this game, they would still have maybe an outside chance of getting one of the wild card spots in Class B. Have to see how the other district championships are decided throughout the state here today. Tigers currently sitting in 5th place in the point standings as action got underway today. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Ostrander. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out to right field. That's off of the wall out there in right field. Around the bag at second. Going to third is going to be Kratzer. Ostrander gets a single here for Hastings High. A hard hit shot out to right field. Bounces off of the wall out there. Kratzer moves from first to third in the play. Ostrander is on at first base, and that's going to bring up Avery Schroeder next to first baseman. Schroeder pitched in the first ball game. She was in relief of the starting pitcher, Brick Oshner. Schroeder also got to the plate and hit a couple of home runs. Yeah, stick her in the lineup here. She got the hot bat. She started the day with a batting average of .311. And the pitch to Schroeder is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Hastings threatening here in the second inning of play. 1 out for the Tigers. Schroeder digs in here for the right-hand side. There's the pitch by Bivens. Took something off of that one. Some off-speed stuff that's in there for a strike. Gracie Craig would be next for the Tigers. Hastings with runners on at first and third base here. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, and that's 1-2. Avery Schroeder up there for the Tigers. Schroeder has walked 5 times so far this year. She has struck out 8 times. Next pitch is outside the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schroeder star of the day again with a .244 batting average. 11 out of 45 coming into the ball game here this afternoon. Here comes the next pitch. A called third strike. Avery Schroeder goes down strikeout number 2 in the ball game for Alexis Bivens. And now Gracie Craig is going to come to the plate next. Craig is the right fielder. Batting average on the season, 178. 8 base hits, 45 trips to the plate for Gracie. She has scored 8 runs, 7 RBIs. She's got a double for extra base hits. He was the DP in the first ball game, or the flex player in the first ball game. Did not get an at-bat. Craig has 6 walks and 8 strikeouts so far this year. Here comes the pitch to her. She's fouled back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Piper Whitty would be next. The Tigers threatening here in the second inning. Runners are on at first and third base, but there's 2 outs. Waverly has got the early lead, 1-0 over the Tigers. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. And the count down, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alexis Bivens throwing out there for Hastings High. There's a swing and a foul tap. Just got a little piece of that one. Fouls it back to the screen. The count is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out toward the right field and coming in to make the catch. And Craig is retired in the play. She flies out to right field here in the second inning. So the Tigers will strand 2. No runs for Hastings High in the second. No runs on a base hit. No errors. And 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning with a score of Waverly 1, Hastings High 0. You're listening to high school softball on Extreme Sports.
Fill up on courtesy and convenience with Fill In Chill, your one-stop shop to fuel your tank, your body, and your passion for the game. With 14 locations across central Nebraska and 6 in Hastings, they've got you covered, whether you're on your way to the game or headed home with a win. Check them out on Facebook or at fillinchill.com.
If you are looking for good food at a reasonable price, you have to check out District 14 Bar and Pizza in Hastings. Choose a delicious, piping hot pizza with homemade thin or thick crust. Get one of their traditional pizzas like hamburger, pepperoni, or sausage, or try one of their specialty pizzas like combination, chicken bacon ranch, or barbecue shrimp. District 14 Bar and Pizza also serves your favorite burgers and sandwiches. Dine-in and carry-out are available. Plus, you can catch all the games on one of their big screen TVs. That's District 14 Bar and Pizza, 1105 Theater Drive in Hastings.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
Here's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go.
The home of 24/7 Sports Talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
All right, back here at the Smith Complex in Hastings. You're listening to the B6 Subdistrict, not the B6 Subdistrict, the District Championship here today between Hastings and Waverly. best of 3 affair today. Waverly won the first game by a score of 11-9 in a wild one here. 8 home runs between the two teams, 4 for each team. Hastings had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing by 2 runs but could not score. So Waverly goes on to win the all-important first game here. The Tigers sitting at 21-9 in the season. Waverly at 21-10. Trying to win their way into the state tournament next week. It starts Wednesday here in Hastings. So Waverly up to the plate here in the second inning. This is Haley Rucker who's at the plate here. Rucker is the left fielder. There's a bouncing ball toward shortstop. Throw to first base is going to be in time. Rucker is retired on the play from short to first. Hayden Laux anchoring the shortstop position again for the Tigers here in game number 2. Alexis Bivens is going to come to the plate next. She is the pitcher for Waverly. Bounce from the right-hand side, and the first pitch to her is going to be in there for a strike. Bivens reached on an error, reached on a fielder's choice, flew out to center field, and tripled in the first ball game. There's a hard hit ball out to right field, and it's going to be grabbed out there by Gracie Craig for the Tigers. Bivens is retired in the play. 2 up, 2 down here. Reagan McCall is going to come up there next. She's the right fielder for Waverly. McCall was 2 out of 4 in the first ball game. Couple of singles. Scored 2 runs, had an RBI. Struck out once. Flew out to right field. Started the day with a batting average of .395. We're in the second inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Hastings needing a win to continue this thing and to force a third and deciding game. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Reagan McCall. Piper Woody, the thrower for Hastings. There's the next pitch. Is going to miss outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. More action coming up for you today here on Extreme Sports. High school football tonight will be on the hill at Sandy Creek as the Cougars take on Exeter Milligan Friend tonight. Well, the game here on Extreme Sports, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock for the kickoff. Also, Hastings College volleyball tonight on Extreme Sports 2. Hastings College in Dort, pregame 7:15 tonight. Here's the ball hit to McCall, or pitch to McCall. That was a hit to right field, right center field. McCall makes the big turn at first. He goes sliding into second base. And Reagan McCall will get a double here. Finds the hole in the outfield out in the right center as that one rolls to the wall out there. Lucy Tiemann coming to the plate next. She's the designated player in this ball game. Tiemann threw 6 2/3 innings in the first ball game for Waverly. Picked up the win. At the plate, she was 2 for 3. Couple of singles. Walked once. And popped back to the pitcher once. So Tiemann up here for the first time. Her batting average on the year was at .318. Piper Woody, left-handed thrower here for Hastings, throws into the plate. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. McCall is your base runner down there at second base. Bright sunshiny skies in Hastings here today. For this championship day, there's a high fly ball out to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Around the bag at third, coming home is going to be McCall. And Waverly goes out on top now by a score of 2-0. So Tiemann gets a little blooper out to right field to drive home a run. Waverly now out on top in this ball game by a score of 2-0. Coming up there next is going to be Blakely Myers. Myers had a single back there in the first inning for Waverly. Started the day with a batting average of .443. Myers did not have a base hit in the first ball game. Would reach base on a base on balls, lays down a bunt. Woody grabs it, goes over to first base. That's going to be in time, but the sacrifice works. They move the base runner along to second base. Teeman is on at second. Here's Julian Hine coming to the plate next. Temperature is warm to 76 degrees here for the second ball game. The wind's blowing out of the east in about 11. That was the third out, by the way. That was the third out, so Blakely Myers is retired on the play here, and Waverly is out of the second inning. They score one run here in the second. One run on a couple of base hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to inning number 3. It's Waverly 2, Hastings nothing. You're listening to high school softball on Extreme Sports.
Not just an RV center, but a legacy. That's what Dykeman's Campers was to Hastings and the surrounding communities for the last 75 years. Built on honesty, quality, and attentive sales and service. While Dykeman's Campers have set the bar high, we at Timmy's RVs are looking forward to carrying on the torch of excellent customer service and rapport. Timmy's RVs is now open, just behind the old Dykeman's location on Highway 6. Stop in to see Herb for all of your RV service needs. And don't forget to get your RV or camper in for winterization. Timmy's also has year-round covered storage available. Give them a call at 402-879-8893. That's Timmy's RV Sales and Service of Hastings.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, we head to the third inning, game number 2 here today. Waverly with a lead over Hastings High. It's 2-0. Tigers batting here. Top of the inning, Piper Woody, Hayden Laux, Brooke Ostner. Ella Tinsman would then come to the plate here for the Tigers. Hastings trailing by a couple of runs. There's a called third strike there on Piper Woody. Woody strikes out. Strikeout number 3 in the ball game for Alexis Bivens for Waverly. Coming up there next is going to be Laux for the Tigers. She flew out to center field her first time up there. Laux had a couple of base hits in the opener here today. 276 hitter on the season for the Tigers. Laux will step in there from the left-hand side. Alexis Bivens, the pitcher here for Waverly. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Waverly trying to win their way into the state tournament next week. They can do it with a win here in this ball game. If Hastings High wins, we'll play a third and deciding game. Bivens took something off of that one, a change-up, and it's going to be in there for a strike on Hayden Laux. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Laux, the shortstop for Hastings High. Next pitch by Bivens is going to be in there for a strike of the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, a offensive show in game number 1. 8 home runs and 20 runs scored between the 2 teams in the opener. There's a high fly ball, shallow left field, coming over and having the ball, then dropping it out of her glove and moving on to a second base on the play is going to be Laux. The left fielder, Haley Rucker, had it in her glove there that popped out of there. So Laux is going to get a board on the error from Waverly. Brooke Ostner is going to come to the plate next. Oshner playing in the center field for the Tigers here in this second ball game. She was a pitcher in game one. Taking a strike here, 0-1 to Brooke Oshner. Winds again blowing out of the north, 10 to 12 miles per hour. Here it's blowing through the on-field microphones here today. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball, 1-1. There's the count here to Oshner. Hastings with a base runner. That's Hayden Laux down there at second base. There's a pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 1-2 now to Brooke Oshner. Head coach Blake Marquardt down there in the third base coaching box for the Tigers looking on. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. Oshner goes down. Strikeout number 4 in the ball game for Alexis Bivens. Then up there next for the Tigers will be Ella Tinsman. She struck out in the first inning of play. Actually, struck out twice in the first ball game. Tinsman had a couple of singles in the first game as well. Saw the day with a batting average of .411. Ella Tinsman at the plate here for Hastings High. The Tigers have a base runner on at second base. There's a changeup thrown there by Bivens. It'll be down low for a ball. Ella gets ahead on the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Stella Thompson would be next. The Tigers looking at trying to make something happen here in the third inning. Next pitch is going to miss. So now 3 balls and no strikes here. Ella Tinsman digs in from the right-hand side. Bivens throws one to the plate. That's going to be outside the strike zone. So Tinsman is going to walk on 4 straight pitches. So Ella Tinsman will run for herself down there at first base. Hayden Laux is on at second. 2 outs here for the Tigers in inning number 3. There comes Thompson coming to the plate. First pitch to her is going to be right down the pipe for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Stella. She walked her first time up there in inning number 2. Thompson had a couple of base hits in game number 1 here today. There's another pitch that's going to nick the outside corner for a strike. Bivens just kind of nibbling away here. No balls and 2 strikes to Stella Thompson. Hastings looking to get on the board. They got runners on at first and second. Check swing there. And a called third strike. And now the ball is thrown down to third base on the play. The catcher dropped the third strike. Thompson ends up at first base for Hastings. The runner, Laux, was kind of in between second and third base. He took off for third. The throw down there was a mishandled down there, and everybody's going to be safe here. Now the Tigers have the bases loaded. So the bases are loaded here in the third. Emily Kratzer is going to come to the plate for the Tigers. Kratzer reached on a fielder's choice for last time up there in the second inning. Kratzer had a couple of home runs in game number 1. So Hastings with a golden opportunity to plate some runs here. The bases are loaded in the third. There's 2 outs, and the hot-hitting Emily Kratzer to the plate down for Hastings High. First pitch to her is going to be up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes here to Emily Kratzer. Thompson on at first base. Tinsman is on at second base, and Laux is over there at third base. Next pitch to Kratzer is going to be inside for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Emily Kratzer, the number 6 hitter in the batting order here for the Tigers. There's the ball. It's going to be fouled back to the screen. 1-2 is the count now.
See it all the way, Em. Hey, protect.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Kratzer. Ostrander would be next here for the Tigers. If Kratzer can get aboard. Next pitch is fouled away. Inside pitch fouled away by Kratzer. Ball goes ricocheting off of the catcher for Waverly. Tenley Perry. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Emily Kratzer. Holds a timeout. Now she's ready to go. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hastings with the bases loaded here in the 3rd inning. They're trailing in the ball game by a score of 2-0 after losing the first game today by a score of 11-9. Oh, 3rd strike on Kratzer. Hastings leads the bases loaded. Kratzer strikes out, strikeout number 6 in the ball game now for Alexis Bivens. And the inning is over for Hastings High. Tigers scoring no runs on no hits, 1 error, 3 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with a score. Waverly 2, Hastings nothing. You're listening to high school softball on Extreme Sports.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student-athletes.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
There's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Got it, the foul.
The home of 24/7 Sports Talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
All right, back here at the Smith Complex. High school softball here today on Extreme Sports. 2-0 is the score. Waverly with a lead. Piper Woody back out in the circle for Hastings High. Here's Julian Hine at the plate here for Waverly. Fouls away the pitch here. And he's even up on the count. 1 ball, 1 strike as he leads off this 3rd inning for the Vikings. Hine was one of the girls that hit a home run in the first ball game. Waverly hit 4 home runs. Fouls away the pitch here, back to the backstop. Hine had a home run. She singled. Also walked and struck out twice in her 5 at-bats in game number 1. Best of 3 affair for the B6 District Championship here today. And Waverly, if you're just joining us, won the first ball game by a score of 11-9. The count here on Hyde is sitting at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Piper Woody throws a riser there. It rises above everybody and back to the backstop. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reagan Glassburn will be next here for Waverly. Ava Tucker will follow her. Tinley Perry would then come to the plate if they get aboard here. There's a swing and a miss. Hine goes down. Strikeout number 3 in the ball game for Piper Whitty. Reagan Glassburn coming to the plate next for Waverly. She reached on a single in the first inning, drove home the first run of the ball game for the Vikings. Glassburn, a right-handed hitter. .427 batting average to start today for Glassburn. He's going to take a strike here. Glassburn had 4 hits in the opener, including a home run, a single, a double, and another double. Needed a triple to complete the cycle there in the game number 1. This one's going to be fouled back straight at us. Out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Sandy Creek, Exeter Milligan Friend coming up at 6:45 tonight here on Extreme Sports. Hastings College Volleyball versus Dort. 7:15 tonight on Extreme Sports 2. There's a swing and a miss here by Glassburn, and she goes down. Strikeout number 4 in the ball game now for Piper Whitty. The Piper has looked pretty good so far through the first 2 2/3 innings. But he's thrown only 6 2/3 innings coming into this ball game today. Getting the call here in the district championship ball game. Ava Tucker is coming up there next. Tucker struck out back there in inning number 1. She was hitless in 4 trips to the plate in the first ball game. Did have a base on balls. 1-0 is the count here. Next one by Woody is going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Piper Woody, a junior here for Hastings High. Two outs here in the 3rd inning. Next pitch can be fouled back to the backstop. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tinley Perry would be next if Ava Tucker can get on board here for Waverly. Vikings a high-scoring offense here. They put up a lot of runs. Put up 11 in the first ball game. As the ball is going to be poked out toward right field, it's going to fall in foul territory. Tucker protecting the plate with a couple of strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Tucker, the number 4 hitter in the batting order for the Waverly Vikings. Tucker back out of the batter's box. Now she's ready to go. She digs back in. Next pitch is going to be hit out towards center field. Backing up. See ya. Home run. The 5th home run of the series so far for Waverly as Ava Tucker blows one over the fence out in the center field. Waverly goes out on top of Hastings now by a score of 3-0 in this second ball game of the best of 3. So Tucker homers. That's her first home run of the season. It's over the fence out in center field. Tinley Perry is going to come up there next. Perry flew out to right field her first time up there. So a 2-out home run here by Ava Tucker has given Waverly now a 3-0 advantage over Hastings High. Perry fouls away the next pitch. Over toward the first base side, occupied by Waverly here today. Vikings in their white uniforms, their maroon trim. Hastings High, they're all whites with their black and orange trim here today. There's a ball hit to left field, backing up, but Hastings will have room, and they grab the ball out there. Kenley Perry is going to fly out to left field to end the third inning of play. Waverly scores 1 run on the solo home run by Ava Tucker. No Hastings errors and nobody left on base. We go to the fourth inning of play. Waverly now with a lead over Hastings. It's the Vikings 3 and the Tigers nothing. You're listening to high school softball today on Extreme Sports.
Five Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
As we come back, Waverly up here. Hastings High hits into right field. It was not handled out there in the right field as Ostrander gets a board here for the Tigers. It's a little bloop single to right field. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Hastings High, the visiting team here in the game number 2. Avery Schroeder coming to the plate next for the Tigers. Schroeder is playing at first base for Hastings High here in the second ball game. Schroeder had a couple of home runs for the Tigers in game number 1. Hastings hit 4 home runs in that first game. Waverly had 4 home runs. The Tigers lost it by the score of 11-9. This one hit back to the pitcher. They go to second base for 1. Back over to first base, not in time. So Bivens goes to second base, chops down the lead runner down there. At second, that was Ostrander. Relay throw back over to first was not in time, so Avery Schroeder is aboard at first base, but now the Tigers have 1 out here in the inning. Gracie Craig coming to the plate next for Hastings High. She flew out to right field her first time up there. Waverly now out on top of a score at 3-0. Waverly wins this game. They'll qualify for the state tournament beginning next Wednesday in Hastings. If the Tigers come back to win this game, we'll go to a third and deciding game before we get out of here today. There's the ball. It's going to be fouled away. First base side over toward the dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hastings St. Cecilia playing Shadron in the C1 District Championship ball game behind us. Game is airing over on Extreme Sports 2 today. Here comes the 1-1 pitch out of the ground to the right side. That gets through there for a base hit into our right field. So Craig is going to get a board here for Hastings. She singles to right field. Tigers now have base runners again at first and second base. Hastings stranded 3 in the last inning. Now Piper Whitty is going to come to the plate. Tigers stranded a base runner in the first, 2 in the second, and 3 in the third. They've got runners on at first and second base here in the fourth inning. 1 bad out. So Piper Woody to the plate here for the Tigers. Takes the ball. 1-0 is the count. Alexis Bivens, the pitcher here for Waverly. Next pitch is on the way. That's a good one right there at the knees. Center portion of the plate. Called strike there on Piper Woody. 1-1 to count now. Bivens' next pitch is going to be hit out toward right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Mishandled out there, but the runners will stay put. Bases are going to be loaded here. So Piper Woody gets a base hit. 3 singles for the Tigers here in this inning. Woody is aboard at first base. Craig is on at second base. You've got Avery Schroeder on at third base. Tigers again with a golden opportunity here to plate some runs in the 4th inning. There's only 1 out. Bases loaded. The Tigers trailing in the ball game by a score of 3-0. Pitch thrown to Hayden Laux there is going to be inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Hayden Laux. Brooke Oshner would be next for the Tigers if Laux can find a way on the base paths. There's the next pitch way outside by Bivens. 2-0 the count. Hastings with the bases loaded here in the 4th inning, trailing by 3 runs. Bivens checks the wristband for a pitch. Now she's ready to go. Here it comes. Right down the pipe there for a strike. 2-1 is the count here to Hayden Laux. Hayden, a left-handed hitter here. Next pitch is hit on the ground toward first. That's going to be in foul territory. Laux got a piece of that one and sends it down toward the first base, but it's foul. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes now. High school softball here today from the Smith Complex Championship Day for the B6 District Tournament. Next pitch in on the ground. Could be trouble picked up here by the pitcher, Bivens. She goes to third to record the out. The force out there, but a run comes in to score. So Laux is going to get aboard on the fielder's choice. Run comes in to score as Avery Schroeder comes in and taps the plate. Craig is going to be retired in the play from pitcher to third. So now there's 2 outs. Runners are on at first and second base as Piper Woody goes down to second base on the play. Hastings has scored. It's now a 3-1 ball game. There's a hard hit ball out to right center field. That's going to be a home run for the Tigers. Brooke Oshner bangs one out of here over the fence in right center field. And Hastings High comes right back here in this 4th inning of play. A home run by Brooke Oshner. That's the 5th home run hit by the Tigers here in this series so far. That is a 3-run shot here for Oshner. And Hastings High is going to go out on top of this ball game by a score of 4-3. Been a wild one here in this series today. The first one certainly that way, 11-9. Tigers had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning, but could not score. Waverly gets out of there with a win. Waverly jumps out to the lead here, but the Tigers come right back in the 4th inning. They've scored 4 runs. They've now got a lead, 4-3 over Waverly. Ella Tinsman is going to come to the plate next. Tinsman is struck out, and she has walked once here in the ball game. Tinsman starting today with a batting average of .411 for the Tigers. Pitch to her is going to be outside for a ball. Tinsman had a couple of base hits in the opener here today. Well, the wind blowing out, your fortunes can change in a hurry here. A home run, a 3-run homer by Brooke Oshner gives the Tigers the advantage here in this ball game, now 4-3. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike on Tinsman. Count is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tigers need a win here to force a third and deciding game here this afternoon. Alexis Bivens, the pitcher here for Waverly. Next pitch is on the way, and that one's going to be out of the way. First base side is by the dugout down here. Count remains at 1-2. Stella Thompson would be next here for Hastings High. Next pitch. Called third strike, and Tinsman goes down. He strikes out for the second time here in this ball game. Strikeout number 7 in the ball game for Alexis Bivens. But Hastings High, they come back in a big way. 4 runs here in the fourth inning of play. 4 runs on 4 base hits, including the 3-run homer by Brooke Oshner. No errors on Waverly, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning with the score: Hastings 4, Waverly 3. You're listening to high school softball on Extreme Sports.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
All right, back here at the Smith Complex, we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Hastings High has got the lead over Waverly in this second ball game of the best-of-3 series here today. 4-3 is the score. Waverly's got 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order coming up here. Rucker, Bivens, and McCall, the face of Piper Woody and Hastings High. Rucker is ahead of the count here at 2 balls and 1 strike. Haley, the left fielder for Waverly here in this ball game. Grounded out their first time up there. Second inning to the shortstop. 0 for 1 here in this ball game. Next pitch by Woody is going to miss. There's 3 balls and 1 strike. Rucker in the first ball game, one of the girls that had a home run. That was in the 5th inning. There's a pitch to her here, and it's going to be outside for a ball and a base on balls. So Rucker heads down to the bag at first. That's going to be the first walk of the ball game given up here by Piper Whitty. Alexis Bivens now coming to the plate here for Waverly. She's the pitcher. Flew out to right field her first time up there. As the pitch is going to be outside for a ball, a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Bivens started the day with a batting average of .301. Had a triple in the first ball game for Waverly. Next pitch is going to be hit out to left center field. Back. That's off of the fence. Around the bag at second on the way to third is going to be Rucker. There's going to be a double by Alexis Bivens. So she hits one off of the fence out there in the left center field. Wrecker moves over to third. Bivens is on at second. Nobody out here for a Waverly in the fourth inning. Now Reagan McCall is going to come up there next. McCall, she had a double back there in the second inning of play. McCall had a couple of base hits in the opener today. So she comes up here now with nobody out in the fourth inning. Runners in scoring position at second and third. Pitch to her is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. The Reagan McCall, she bats from the right side. Piper Woody, the left-handed thrower here for the Tigers. A bunt laid down the first base side. That's going to be in foul territory. Avery Schroeder fields the ball over there for the Tigers, but it's in foul territory. Everybody will go back. Bivens at second base. Haley Rucker over to third base. McCall comes back and grabs the club in the right-hand batter's box. The count to her is at 0-2 with nobody out. Woody's next to the plate. That's going to be outside for a ball. Just misses. 1-2 here. Lucy Tiemann would be next here for Waverly. They try to get something going here in the fourth inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Game number 2 of our best-of-3 series. Next pitch is going to be fouled back to the screen. 1-2 here to Reagan McCall. Outfield playing fairly deep here at the Smith Complex with the wind blowing out here today. The winds were blowing in yesterday. Didn't see any home runs in the contest yesterday between Hastings and York. We had 8 home runs in the first game. 4 for each team. Had a couple of homers here in the second ball game as well. 2-2 here to Reagan McCall. Next pitch by Woody is going to be hit into the air. That's going to be shallow center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. A run is going to come in and score as Rucker comes in from a third base to score. Bivens will stay at second base. McCall is going to get an RBI single here. Just a blooper out to a center field produces a run. And Waverly is tied up this ball game now, 4 runs apiece in the fourth inning. 4-4, Waverly and Hastings. Coming up there next is going to be Lucy Tiemann. Tiemann, the designated player here in this ball game. Tiemann threw 6 2/3 innings for Waverly in game number 1. He's a DP here in this ball game. Here's a pitch there by Woody. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Tiemann in the first game had a couple of base hits, scored 2 runs. For Waverly, she's down here in the number 9 slot in game number 2. Waverly with base runners on at first and second base. There's the next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 2-1 is the count. Not as much excitement in the crowd here for game number 2 as we had in the first ball game here. Although we have a tie ball game. It's knotted up at 4 runs apiece here in game number 2. There's a strike delivered up there, and it's 2-2. 2-2 the count with the fourth inning underway here at the Smith Complex. Piper Woody now backs off of the rubber and takes a look at the dugout here, maybe for some advice on this pitch. 2-2 Here's the ball. It's going to be hit out to left center field. That's going to be a base hit. Bounces off of the wall out there in left center. 1 run is going to score. It is now a 5-4 ball game. Waverly has got the lead. So Tiemann gets an RBI single here in this fourth inning. Drives home Bivens from second base. Makes it a 5-4 ball game. McCall advances from first to second. Tiemann is aboard now at first base. So Waverly grabs the lead now 5-4 over Hastings. There's a Blakely Myers coming to the plate next. Just as you think you've got Waverly in the hole here, they just battle themselves out of things. In that first ball game, Hastings had the lead after an early home run. But then Waverly comes back and pounces on the Tigers with 6 runs in the 5th inning. There's a Blakely Myers up here. She's number 1 in the batting order. 1 ball, 1 strike to her. Myers, she had a single in the first inning, came around to score. Then she was retired in the second inning on a ground ball back to the pitcher. 2 balls and 1 strike here as the next pitch misses from Piper Woody. 2-1 to count. Still nobody out here for Waverly in this 4th inning. Vikings have runners on at first and third base. McCall is down there at third. Tiemann is on at first base. The count here at the plate now, and Myers is sitting at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Woody again fires one to the plate. It's going to be inside. The ball got away from the catcher. Running down to second base on the play is going to be Tiemann. So now Waverly's got runners on in scoring position at second and third. Nobody out in the inning. Blakely Myers now has a count of 3 balls and 2 strikes here at the plate. Here comes a pitch from Piper Woody. It's going to be down low for a ball, and the bases are loaded. So Myers heads down to the bag at first. That's the second walk of the ball game given up by Piper Woody. Bases are loaded here for Waverly, and now the pitching coach for Hastings can come out and have a couple of words with the pitcher out there and Piper Woody. You're listening to high school softball action here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. Again, we're also got action with Hastings St. Cecilia. They're playing their district championship ball game right behind us. Hastings St. Cecilia playing Shadron. Game is airing over on Extreme Sports 2 today. Got high school football coming up later on tonight. Sandy Creek and Exeter Milligan Friend from the Hill in Fairfield. It'll go at 6:45 for the pregame tonight. Hastings College volleyball as well from Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings against Dort. Action gets underway at 7:30 pregame, 7:15 on Extreme Sports 2. Busy day for sports activity on this Friday. So Waverly now with the bases loaded, 2 runs in here in the 4th inning. Julian Hine is going to come to the plate next. Fouls away the pitch here down the third base line. Hine is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Struck out a couple of times. Hine in the first ball game hit a home run. Had a single. She walked once. Struck out a couple of times. Hine batting from the right-hand side. Next pitch by Piper Woody is going to be outside for a ball. One ball and 1 strike here to Julian Hine. Bases juiced up here for Waverly. Next pitch going to be hit in the air out toward the outfield. The right fielder is going to grab it there for Hastings, and a runner is going to come in to score. Hine is going to fly out to right field. That's going to produce a run. McCall comes in to score for Waverly. And Hastings is now trailing Waverly by the score of 6-4 in the ball game. Coming up there next is going to be Reagan Glassburn. Other 2 runners stay put at first and second base. So Glassburn is going to come to the plate now. There's 1 out for the Vikings here in this 4th inning. Glassburn had an RBI single in the first inning, and she struck out in the third. Started the day with a batting average of .427. Batting here, the number 3 hole for Waverly. There's a ball hit to the left side. That's going to get through there for a base hit. It's going to roll to the wall. One run is going to come in to score. They're going to wave home the second run. She's going to score. A 2-run double there by Reagan Glassburn. So a 2-run double that finds the seam of the defense as that rolls right to the wall out there in the left center field. And Waverly is now taking control here. They've got the 8-4 lead over Hastings in this fourth inning. That's how fast that Waverly can score. They fall behind, and next thing you know it, they can put up a 5-spot on you, and that's exactly what's happened here in the fourth inning. 5 runs in for Waverly in this inning. They're looking for more. They've got 1 out here in the inning. And Tucker's going to hit that ball over the fence out in left center field. Very first pitch that she sees, Ava Tucker is going to homer for the second straight at bat. This one a 2-run shot. And Waverly goes out on top now by a score of 10-4 in this ball game. 4 home runs in game number 1. Waverly has hit 2 home runs here in the second ball game. Both from Ava Tucker. And now Blake Marquardt comes out here. And I think we're going to have a pitching change for the Tigers. Pitching change coming up here for Hastings High. We're in the fourth inning of play. We'll take a break with a score. Waverly 10, Hastings 4. You're listening to high school softball today on Extreme Sports.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet.
Join us at Maleta Vista Winery for The Day the Internet Died, a hilarious mystery dinner that you become a part of. Hey, this is Mick inviting you to get your tickets for 2 unforgettable nights, October 18th and November 8th. Gather your friends, enjoy a great meal, crack the case before dessert. Seating is limited, so get your tickets today at MaletaVistaWinery.com. And don't miss the mystery that everyone will be talking about, The Day the Internet Died. Get your tickets online at MaletaVistaWinery.com, St. Paul, Nebraska. Get your tickets online at MaletaVistaWinery.com, St. Paul, Nebraska.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
Here's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Got it, the foul.
The home of 24/7 Sports Talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
Well, Gianna Ostrander is going to come on here for Hastings High. She is going to throw down with the Tigers trailing in this ball game by a score of 10-4. Tenley Perry is coming to the plate here for Waverly. She's the 9th player to come to the plate here for the Vikings here in this fourth inning. So Ostrander now throwing here for the Tigers. Just a freshman throwing for a Hastings High down your district championship ball game. Ostrander, a right-handed thrower. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball here. According to the statistics that I had, this will be her first action of the season in the circle. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Perry. Bases are empty. Following the home run, there's a ball that's going to be hit out to left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Perry is going to single to left field. And now the Vikings have battered around here. As Perry is going to get aboard. He's going to be run for now over there at first base. Haley Recker is going to come up to the plate next for Waverly. Becker so far in this ball game, or Recker in this ball game, is 0 for 1. She grounded out in the second inning of play, reached on a base on balls in the fourth. 10-4 is the score. Waverly out on top here in the fourth inning of play. There's a strike delivered up there by Ostrander. Outside corner, no balls and one strike here to Rucker. She started the day with a batting average of .333. Boy, they just got sticks up and down the lineup here for Waverly. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Rucker in the first ball game, she had a home run. As Waverly hit 4 dingers in game number 1. Next pitch there by Ostrander is going to be up high for a ball. 2-1 is the count. If Waverly wins this game, they'll advance to the state tournament next week in Hastings. If they lose this game, Hastings comes back to win. We'll play a third and deciding game here this afternoon. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Tigers might be out of pitchers if we have to get to game number 3 here today. Three balls and one strike here. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and it's going to be a base on balls given up here. Recker is going to get aboard with a walk. Alexis Bivens going to come up there next. She is the pitcher for Waverly. She had a double, scored a run in the last inning. That was back in the fourth. Flew out to right field in inning number 2. Pitch to her is going to be fouled back to the screen. And the count, no balls and one strike. Tigers lose this game. They still have an outside chance to qualify for the state tournament based on their power points. They were number 5 in the state as far as their power rankings were concerned coming in here today. Have to see how the other districts shake out here today. Maybe the Tigers going to get a wild card spot if we happen to drop this game here today. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike from Ostrander. On her opposing pitcher, Alexis Bivens. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That ball is going to be hit out towards center field. Woody is going to grab the ball. She makes the catch. First out of inning number 4. That's a second out. As Bivens flies out to center field. Coming up there next is going to be Reagan McCall. Waverly's got base runners on at first and second base here. In this fourth inning of play, McCall comes to the plate. She's 2 for 2 so far in this ball game. Took a pitch outside for a ball here. McCall had a double, scored a run in the second inning. Had a single, an RBI single in the fourth, and scored a run. Waverly battered around and then some here in the fourth inning. Ostrander fires one to the plate. That's going to be a swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 12th player to come to the plate here for Waverly in this inning. Waverly has scored 7 runs in this inning. Next one is going to be fouled back. Count remains a 1-2 in McCall. So 7 runs in, including a home run by Ava Tucker that was a 2-run shot. Waverly is out on top here in the second ball game by a score of 10-4. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball, 2-2. Vikings winning the first ball game 11-9. Waverly beat Hastings earlier this month during the regular season 16-6. Ostrander has got an even count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. There's a ground ball. Laux at second or shortstop goes over, touches the bag, and there's the force out to end the inning. So they get the force out on the record there at second base, and the inning is over. But Waverly scores 7 runs in the 4th inning, and they've got control of the ball game now as we head to the 5th inning. It's a Waverly 10, Hastings 4. You're listening to high school softball today on Extreme.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at the Smith Complex High School softball here today on Extreme Sports. Hastings now trailing Waverly. The score is 10-4. Well, the Tigers have come back numerous times here in the series so far. Let's see if we can do it again. Tigers will have 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Stella Thompson, Emily Kratzer, and we'll see the pitcher for the Tigers, and Gianna Ostrander coming to the plate here. Alexis Bivens continues to throw out there for Waverly. Tell you what, if the Vikings qualify for the state tournament next week, they'll be a tough out. They've got power up and down the lineup. They certainly got the pitching to make a run at something next week in the postseason. Thompson fouls away the next pitch down the third base line. So the count to her is sitting at no balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 5th inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today between Hastings and Waverly. Thompson standing there. The next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1-2 is the count. Thompson, she has reached on a base on balls, and she has struck out so far in this ball game. Thompson in the first contest had a couple of singles in 4 trips to the plate. There's the next pitch by Bivens. It's going to be up high for a ball. 2-2 is the count here. Kratzer is next. She's standing in the on-deck circle down here for Hastings High. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the count is full to Stella Thompson. We'll see if the Tigers can get something going here in this 5th inning to get back into the ball game. Tigers are trailing 10-4. There's a pitch that can be outside for a ball, and base on balls given up there. Thompson heads down the bag at first. Emily Kratzer coming up there next for Hastings High. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner out here for the Tigers. Skylar Clark is going to come out and run for Thompson at first base. So Skylar Clark will come out and run at first base. Emily Kratzer is going to be your hitter here for the Tigers. She struck out her last time up there and reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. So she is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Kratzer had a couple of home runs in game number 1. Sends out one to the left side. That's going to get through there for a base hit. Picked up out there in the outfield. Gets it back to the infield rather quickly. Tigers now have runners on at first and second base here in the 5th. Coming up there next for Hastings High is going to be Gianna Ostrander. She's the pitcher. Started in left field. Now she's on the mound. Ostrander's delivered here in this ball game. Had a couple of singles in this contest. Bounce here from the left-hand side. Pitch to her is going to be in there for a strike in the outside corner. 0-1. Hastings with base runners on at first and second base. Nobody out for the Tigers here in the 5th inning. Next pitch in there for another strike. Zip and 2 on Ostrander. Avery Schroeder would be next here for Hastings High, and then Gracie Craig. Hastings trailing in this ball game by a score of 10-4 after losing the opener today 11-9 to Waverly. Best 2 out of 3 today wins the B6 district championship. Next pitch by Bivens outside, 1-2 as the count down to Ostrander. Here comes the next pitch, and on the ground toward first. They snag it there, go to first base for 1. That's all they're going to get. So Ostrander hits it right to first base.
Good job, G. Way to move him.
Steps on the bag over there to record the outs. Schroeder coming up there next. Nice job by Ava Tucker over there at first base for Waverly. So now there's 1 out here in the 5th inning. There's a Schroeder at the plate and a big swing and a miss here. Schroeder reached on a fielder's choice her last time up there, struck out in the second. 0 for 2 in this ball game. Schroeder had a couple of home runs in game number 1 today for the Tigers. She hits that ball out toward left field, but it's going to be grabbed there. And ball thrown back to the infield, and the runners are going to stay put. Schroeder flies out to left field for the second out of this 5th inning of play. Rucker could have been out in the quicksand out there. She didn't have to move far. Hit right to her out in the left field, and she immediately gets the ball back to the infield, and the runners stay put at second and third base. And now Gracie Craig is going to come to the plate for the Tigers. He had a single her last time up there. Takes a strike here. 0-1. Craig had a single in the 4th, and she flew out to right field in inning number 2. No balls and 1 strike here to Gracie Craig in this 5th inning of play. There's a change up there, and Bivens drops that run to the outside portion of the plate in there for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Gracie Craig. Hastings with a golden opportunity here in the 5th inning. They had runners on in scoring position. Nobody out. They're still at second and third, but now with 2 outs here in the inning. Tigers needing some runs. Are trailing in the ball game by a score of 10-4. Craig now has a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bivens trying to get out of the inning with no damage done here. Next pitch is going to be hit out toward right field, and that's going to curve over into foul territory. One ball, 2 strikes here to Gracie Craig. Both the Tigers trying to jumpstart a rally here with runners on in scoring position at second and third. Next pitch is going to be fouled back to the screen. Craig hanging tough in there. Craig had a batting average of 178 to start the day. She was 8 out of 45 from the plate. And she picked up a base hit here in the her last at-bat in the fourth inning. We're now in the fifth. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Gracie Craig. Bivens fires under the plate. That's going to be swung on. Foul tap back into the glove of the catcher. And Craig strikes out here for the third out. Strikeout number 8 in the ball game by Bivens. Hastings High comes up empty here in the fifth inning. Tigers score no runs. No hits, no errors, and a couple of runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Waverly 10, Hastings 4. You're listening to high school softball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings is the trusted name in sports injury management. The staff of PTSR provides up-to-date and efficient care of sports-related injuries, returning athletes quickly and safely back to the playing field. PTSR offers free evaluation of all sports-related injuries to all area athletes during convenient 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. hours Monday through Friday. Call 402-462-8824 for more information. Remember, Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings for all your physical and occupational therapy needs.
Have you or a loved one been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island, and we specialize in personal injury law. Let Stellick Law Firm assist you in making sure that you and your family are taken care of following a motor vehicle accident. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Let us be your voice.
All right, back for the fifth inning. This is the bottom of the fifth. Waverly has got the lead over Hastings High. The score is 10-4 in the second ball game. The best of 3 affair here this afternoon to decide the B6 district championship. Lucy Tiemann is going to come to the plate here for Waverly. She is 2 for 2 in the ball game so far. She scored a run, got an RBI. Actually, got 2 RBIs. Both of her hits have driven home a run down here in the number 9 hole for the Vikings. There's a check swing, and a ball is going to be hit right to the first baseman for Hastings. Schroeder snags it there out of the air for the first out. Tiemann is out here to begin the fifth. Blakely Myers is going to come up there next. Myers is singled. She is grounded out, and she has walked so far in this ball game. She has scored a couple of runs. Bats here from the left-hand side. There's a pitch by Ostrander that's going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count here. Blakely Myers started the day with a batting average of .443. Leadoff hitter here for Waverly. She's going to take a strike here. 1-1 is the count. Myers, he went hitless in game number 1. Had a base on balls. He got 1 hit and a base on balls here in game number 2. There's one hit off of Ostrander's arm, and it's ricochets out into center field. That's going to be a base hit by Myers. A hard hit ball right back to the pitcher. Ostrander trying to get her glove on it. There it goes, ricocheting off of her body, and then it trickles into center field for a base hit. So Myers gets aboard here. Julian Hine is coming up to the plate next for Waverly. Hine so far in this ball game has struck out twice and has flown out to right field. Ostrander's pitch to her is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. Hine with a .452 batting average to start today. He's got a home run today. First ball game, 6th inning. Had a 2-run homer for a Waverly. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 1-1 is the count. Hine had a couple of strikeouts in game number 1. A walk, a home run, and a single. Waverly out on top of Hastings. The score is 10-4 here in this one. There's a hard hit ball out to left field, and that one is off of the fence. Out in left field, heading to a third base, going to be waved home here. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. A head first slide here at the plate by Blakely Myers. The throw came in. It was right on the money. The tag was made. Waverly scores another run. That's a triple there by Julian Hine as he bangs one off of the fence out there in the left center field to produce a run. Waverly tacks on one more here. And it is now an 11-4 ball game in favor of Waverly. And now here comes the pitching coach again, coming out to have a word with Jana Ostrander in the circle here for Hastings High. Anyway, coming up there for Waverly is going to be Reagan Glassburn. Glassburn, she is 2 for 3 in this ball game today with a double and a single. She has struck out once. Looks like Ostrander is going to stay out there for the time being. 11-4 is the score. And now Waverly has got a runner at third base. We are in the 5th inning of play. So Glassburn will come to the plate here for Waverly. Number 3 in the batting order. Ostrander will try to attack her here. There's only one out for Waverly here in the 5th. And now Blake Marquardt is going to come out here. And we're going to get Brianna Woodworth into the ball game in right field. So the freshman and Brianna Woodworth will come out here. She's going to be out in right field here. So Glassburn will come to the plate. Few clouds starting to roll in for us now, in and out of the sunshine here. As this game rolls on, Waverly has got the lead over Hastings High. The score is 11-4. Ostrander will pitch to Glassburn. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be down low for a ball. Outside, 1-0 the count. Hind is your base runner down there at third base. 1 run in for Waverly here in this 5th inning of play. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be on the way. That's going to be down low for a ball. If that runner at third base scores, this ball game will be over in quick fashion here in the 5th inning. Hastings trailing by 7 runs here. It's 11-4. There is 1 out here in the 5th. Next pitch thrown there by Ostrander is going to miss outside, and now it's 3 balls and no strikes. Ava Tucker would be next. She has hit 2 home runs in the ball game today. So Glassburn is up here with a count of 3 balls and no strikes. Ostrander is going to find the strike zone here. Here comes the pitch. It's on the way. Up high for a ball. And base on ball is given up. Glassburn heads down to first base. Runners are on now at first and third here in the 5th inning. Ava Tucker is going to come to the plate next. 2 home runs in this ball game and a strikeout. As Tucker is coming to the plate for Waverly, number 4 in the batting order. 1 out here in the inning. Pitch is going to be in there for a strike by Ostrander. No balls and 1 strike to Ava Tucker here for Waverly. The Vikings picking up a win in the opener today over Hastings, 11-9, needing a win here to qualify for the state tournament next week. That's underway on Wednesday here at the Smith Complex. Next pitch to Tucker is going to be hit down the line in right field, and that's going to be in foul territory. No balls and 2 strikes here to Tucker. A base hit would drive home the run from third base to end his ball game with the 8-run rule after 5 innings. Next pitch is a breaking pitch, or a change-up pitch. Is going to stay up high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Tucker. Tenley Perry would be next. There's only 1 out for Waverly here in this 5th inning. Ostrander again fires one to the plate. That's going to be swung on and missed, and she strikes out. Tucker strikes out in the ball game. That's going to be the first strikeout for Ostrander. So now Tenley Perry will come to the plate next. Perry so far today in this game is 1 for 3. Now they're going to walk her to load up the bases here in this inning. Now Haley Rucker is going to come to the plate for Waverly. So now the bases are loaded to set up the force out at any base here. Here comes Blake Marquardt out again. Getting some girls into the ball game. Zara Osgood is going to come out there and play right field now for Hastings High. So Wentworth is out there for a couple of batters, and now we're going to see a new right fielder out there for the Tigers here in this 5th inning. There's 2 outs. Hastings High is trailing by 7 runs. It's 11-4. Hastings High is trailing. Haley Rucker is up there next for the Vikings of Waverly. Bases are loaded now for the Vikings. And the pitch here is going to be in there for a strike on the outside corner. Rucker, she had a home run in the first ball game here for the Vikings. Bases are juiced up here in the 5th inning of play. Waverly in complete control. It's 11-4. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Rucker can end it with a base hit here. Ostrander gets back on the rubber, looks toward the plate, fires one up there. It's going to be outside for a ball. The ball gets away from the catcher. Coming in to score from third base is going to be Hine, and the ball game is over. So Waverly is going to win it on a pass ball on the catcher, and Waverly is going to win this ball game by a score of 12-4, as the game is going to end by the 8-run rule after 5 innings. So Waverly knocks off Hastings in both games today. The first 2 games, winning the first one by the score of 11-9 over Hastings. And the Tigers dropped the second ball game by the score of 12-4. So Waverly will advance to the State High School Softball Championships. They get underway next Wednesday in Hastings. The Vikings will be 22-10 as they begin their quest for a state championship. Meanwhile, Hastings will drop to 21 wins and 10 losses on the season. And now the Tigers will have to wait and see what happens to the rest of the district championship games today. And hopefully they'll get enough playoff points and they'll be in position to qualify as a wild card team in Class B. That'll all be determined after all the games go final here today. But Waverly wins game number 2 today. Final score 12-9. Back with a recap after this. You are listening to High School Softball.
If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pickup to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
Here's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Got it, the foul.
The home of 24/7 sports talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
So Waverly knocks off Hastings High here twice today to win the B6 District Championship, winning the first ball game by a score of 11-9, 12-4 in the second ball game. Just too much offense for Waverly in the ball games here today. They hit 4 home runs in the first ball game today. They hit a couple of dingers in game number 2. In fact, 2 more in the second game as they beat Hastings High twice to win the district championships. And now it's a wait and see for the Tigers to see if they can qualify for the state tournament as a wild card team. The Tigers dropping to 21 wins and 10 losses on the season. So we've got more softball going on. Hastings St. Cecilia continues to play in their district championship ball game right behind us. You can catch the action yet this afternoon over on Extreme Sports 2. Tyson and Veronica's got the action over there. So if you're looking for some more softball coverage, we've got it for you on Extreme Sports 2. We will head for high school football tonight from the Hill at the Sandy Creek. As Sandy Creek will take on Exeter Milligan Friend. Kickoff at 7. Airtime 6:45 tonight here on Extreme Sports. We'll also have college volleyball on the air. Hastings College playing the Dordt Defenders tonight. Game time will go at 7:30 with the first pitch. Pre-game show will be at 7:15 on Extreme Sports 2. So a lot more action coming up. Thanks for joining us with our high school softball coverage here today from the Schmidt Complex. This is Mike Will wishing a very pleasant good afternoon from Hastings.
You have been listening to an exclusive presentation by Extreme Sports. If you missed portions of today's game, you can download our podcast on x-streamsports.com.